The small village of Black Hollow was cursed, or so the elders claimed. No one ventured outside after midnight, not since the night the old church bell began to toll on its own. It had been over 50 years since the church burned down, leaving behind only a crumbling stone steeple. Yet every night, at precisely 12 o'clock, the bell would ring. The sound echoed through the village, deep and mournful, as if the souls of the damned were weeping. Emily, a journalist chasing obscure mysteries, thought the story was quaint but overblown. She arrived in Black Hollow, determined to uncover the truth behind the phantom bell. Armed with a notebook, a flashlight, and a skepticism sharpened by years of investigative work, she set up her camera on the hill overlooking the steeple. The villagers warned her. "Don't stay out past midnight," said an old man at the inn. "You hear the bell, you run. Don't wait, don't look." Emily smiled politely, but dismissed him. She had heard plenty of superstitions before, and none had held up under scrutiny. At 11:45 p.m., the village was eerily silent. The moon hung low, casting long shadows across the ruins. Emily adjusted her camera and checked her watch. As the hands crept toward midnight, a cold wind swept through the hill, carrying with it a faint metallic tang, like blood. At the stroke of 12, the bell rang. The sound wasn't what she expected. It wasn't the clean, resonant chime of a bell, but a guttural clang, warped and discordant. It reverberated in her chest, making her teeth ache. Then she noticed movement. Something was descending the hill toward the steeple. Shapes, dark and flickering, like shadows detached from the ground. They moved unnaturally, gliding and twisting, and they were heading straight for the ruins. Emily grabbed her flashlight and shone it toward the steeple. The beam flickered, as if struggling to penetrate the darkness. Her breath hitched when she saw them. Figures, human-like but distorted, with two long limbs and faces blurred like smudged ink. They gathered at the base of the steeple, swaying in unison to the rhythm of the bell. Her instincts screamed at her to run, but her curiosity anchored her in place. She reached for her camera, but before she could record, the bell stopped mid-toll. The silence was deafening. Then the figures turned. They didn't move like people. Their heads swiveled first, snapping toward her with inhuman precision. Empty sockets stared at her, and from their gaping mouths came a low, guttural growl. Emily stumbled back, her flashlight flickering wildly. One of the figures began to move toward her, its limbs jerking like a marionette on broken strings. "Who are you?" she whispered, her voice trembling. The figure stopped a few feet away, its head tilting. When it spoke, its voice was layered, male and female, old and young, a cacophony of voices. "We are the bell's toll, and now, so are you." The ground beneath Emily cracked open, and she screamed as she fell into the abyss below. Darkness swallowed her whole, and the last thing she heard was the tolling of the bell, deep, mournful, and final. The next morning, the villagers found her camera on the hill. The lens shattered. The footage showed only darkness and a single faint whisper. "Midnight comes for all,